Oh my God!
We too have a right to live!
Yo, stop!
Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's me, the Shin Black, and...
Well. I never thought I would ever have to say this day. The nigga, the Shin Black, one of my greatest friends ever since Robert Franklin. I never thought he would ever team up with a non-nigga like the Dog Ace. Let me tell you something. Alright? This is exactly why he had to vote for Donald Trump. You feel me? Alright? This man thinking that he's the best in the world. And what he done? What he has done is that he's a nigga that isn't a nigga. Okay, let's stop. Guys, what's going on? Dark?
No, you should continue. I feel you should continue. I feel like you were just a suspension away from calling me whitewash. I was like, damn.
Oh my God.
Damn. I'm sitting here like I can't escape it. I get called a Oreo no matter where I go, bro. This shit's a shame. Okay.
Oh my God. Guys, what's up, bro?
Yeah. But all it took was a nigga to call me a nigga. That ain't shit. That ain't shit, let me tell you. Welcome to the Shin Black Podcast. Episode 5?
Yeah. No, episode 4.
No, 4?
Episode...
Wait, no, I did.
The Black Room, episode 5.
Yeah,
sorry.
So this is
sorry.
episode 5 of episode 4 of the Darkstalkers OVA. And which is the final one. We finally made it to the end, finally to the final. And what a ending it was. Very much improved from part 3. I'll put it like that.
Yes.
Very much improved from part 3. But there was some stuff I found to be very underwhelming. But we'll get to that bridge whenever we get to it. But without further ado, let's get into it.
My man's got bodied.
So it starts off with the pyramids. You see pyramids and you see the hook cells are talking. And they going full Skynet, bro. They going full Skynet. That humans, they gotta go, being too destructive. And while they are doing this whole speech, you see the pyramids are opening up. And as they are opening up, you see a big body part, like a robotic body part. There's an arm coming out. There's a leg part coming out from another pyramid, and they form like some type of super Hutzil Voltron or something. I don't know, but that's what it reminded me of like Voltron or something. And, but yeah, and it didn't hit me when they was forming. I'm just sitting here like, okay, so clearly we reaching the big finale. We got all that going on, but then it was hitting me here. Where are the rest of the Darkstalkers? Like, you look at the promotional stuff for this OVA. If you look at the promotional stuff, you see the whole cast of Darkstalkers there, pretty much there. Where the hell are they? I mean, you'll see them in the intro that has, like, you know, Morgan fighting John Talbot. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
like, that's
exactly.
So then you kind of wonder, okay, well, we saw Bishamon. We saw the other character. Not once did we get to see people like the fish guy. I forget his name already. Allbath?
Yeah. Rico. Yeah, Allbath, Rico, whichever one.
Yeah.
Anacharus.
Yeah.
Freaking Victor.
Right. Yeah, exactly. You see them
Sasquatch.
You see them in the intro, but like throughout the whole thing, and this is the 4th one. This is the ending. So you go, damn. They on all this promotional stuff, but they ain't nowhere in this OVA at all. What's going on with that? And then we finally get to see them. And you're thinking, oh shit, that's them? But guess what you see? You see them get absolutely wrecked by Pyron.
My man's got one tapped.
Yeah, Pyron is essentially that guy in, like, bro, this is on some Street Fighter 2 warrior shit. He's going from location to location. Just being ass, you know, Canada, beat up Sasquatch, Egypt beat, you know what I mean? Like he's just doing like the Street Fighter 2 thing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He is just beating ass all over the globe.
Like during the pyramids when they were forming, like I made a jokey joke saying that, yo, Apocalypse, what you doing there? Because they were opening it up like, on some mechanical type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we got pyramids.
Right.
Freaking Apocalypse is, Egyptian. You know what I'm saying? And then I was like, yo, I'm surprised that we haven't seen Anacris. Lo and behold, that fool is there.
Yep, exactly. And basically he was there and then he wasn't there. Cause homeboy got torched up. Pyron lit his ass up figuratively and literally. Okay.
Yo, my nigga did the Star Galaxy Super whatever it was, bro.
Bro, that shit was crazy.
Body bag.
Yeah. So I feel like they was like, hey, listen, we don't have enough budget. Let's just put them red on the screen so it's not false at advertising. Just so they can just have them in. Maybe they ran out of budget. I don't know, but bro, they got clapped up quick. All right.
Yo, they got that jury treatment before jury, bro. Yo, jury in that freaking that special for Super Street Fighter 4 body bagged everyone in sight. The dolls, Chun-Li, Guile, Cammy, Seth, one way or another. Two fodder motherfuckers. Like, Jury was on that type of time. She was a monster, bro.
That is definitely a special I have to eventually do on the podcast sometime in the future. Because I was going to do, I guess for people that actually watch my normal stuff and not just my podcast here, I actually do fighting game stuff. And eventually I was going to move over to doing a boss challenge of Seth from Vanilla Street Fighter 4. And I was like, Jury might be a pretty, like, the Jury movie might be a good thing to have on the podcast. So stay tuned for that, y'all. But either way, Pyron,
don't forget the ties that bind, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, bro. Yeah. Oh, don't worry. I'm going to be covering all of those. But yeah. Bro, Pyron is going from continent to country to being ass. And then, well, that scene of him tearing everybody a new asshole goes to Dimitri in his castle. And he's just on his throne sitting there like posted up. Just, I mean, I kind of thought that he would already be trying to go out there to fight Pyron. But he's sitting on his throne, big chilling. And then his butler is just talking about like rude, no manners that Pyron's doing. He's not showing respect and no manners. While he's saying that, when he gets on saying that, his butler then knocks over the tea. I don't understand the point of that scene.
Only expects better manners than these.
Do you?
My man wanted to crash out just to crash out, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I was just kind of like, is he politely crushing out like the dude's butler? Is he politely crushing out? Like it was just such a weird scene to me. And the worst part about that is not him crushing out. It's the fact that he wasted some perfectly good tea. That was some good tea. That
See, I don't know about that, man. That's debatable. I've tasted a lot of tea in the past, man.
Yeah,
like
but
some are good.
Yeah, but have you had demon tea?
See, I don't know about that demon tea type shit, bro.
I'm just saying that demon tea might.
I don't know.
But either way, he knocks it down, and then they begin their attack on Pyron. And while they are beginning their whole attack on Pyron, I just gotta say the only thing I took from that scene when when Dimitri just unleashed his attack on Pyron is Pyron's face.
Before you do that, let me just tell you something, bro. The Dark corrupted the freaking plants and the freaking the crops and everything. You think about it? You think about the freaking drink the Dark tea up in here? Not even black tea, the Dark tea.
Now that you bring it up, maybe that tea might just burn a hole through my intestines. All right.
About to give you a burning, bleeding ulcer, bro.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Yeah. Facts. But either way, Dimitri does his attack. Dimitri does his attack to Pyron, so he got the people out there shooting cannons and all that type of stuff. And then while that attack is going on, Pyron has this face.
Power of the demon world.
But either way,
you should see his freaking pose when it was just posing up and shit like that in the win thing for I think Night Warriors.
and while he's fighting Dimitri, I don't remember much. The main thing I was thinking is that Pyron is making some crazy ass faces, and then Dimitri loses.
That's super. He got body bag.
Yeah, that's the main thing I got from is that Pyron's making faces, Dimitri loses.
My man spammed the super just like that. I was like, bruh, ain't no way you fucking doing that right now, bruh.
Yeah, the whole thing was Dimitri not being able to land a proper blow on Pyron. It's kind of like he has, like, you know what I mean? Like, you see him attacking Pyron, but it's not enough. And Pyron just kind of, and then he crashes through his castle, which knocks his castle completely down, by the way. So Dimitri's castle is falling down, and yeah, so not only did Dimitri lose, but Dimitri also lost his fucking castle. So Dimitri's defeated. KO, that's it. Wrap it up. And that's what happened there.
What happened to his butler, bro?
Oh, yeah. It's good that you mention that, because right before Dimitri comes out there to fight Pyron, his butler essentially tells Dimitri, hey, man, I'm not going to fight this stuff with Pyron. I'll leave all the roughhousing to you.
You will forgive me, my lord, if I leave the actual roughhousing to you.
This is your fight. I'll leave all the fighting to you. I'm out of here. And leaves. That basically was the butler. So yeah, what a great helper that butler is.
He should have been Valkenheim, bro.
Yeah, he knocks over his tea and go, hey, bro, you got this, and then leaves. And Dimitri, in fact, did not have it. Dimitri had his ass slopped up. But it is what it is. So
number 3 ass nigga.
So do you got anything to add before I move on to the next scene?
All I gotta say is this.
I'm listening.
Dimitri's a freaking player 3 ass nigga. And one of them is dead.
Okay. For the people that don't know what it means, can you explain it?
My man got banished to the human world because he thought he can throw mitts on the king of the demon world, Belial, Morgan's adopted father. You know what I'm saying? But Morgan now is the successor to the throne to be queen of the demon world with, I think, 1/3 of her power intact in her.
So yeah, so when that happens, the hit cells tell Pyron, hey, he was the strongest dude on Earth, right? And you just beat him. So there goes all of your threats. And so Pyron is like, oh, I wanted a challenge. Earth is weak. You know what I mean? Pyron going this whole spiel about, oh, is that it? I expect a better challenge from Earth. Earth sucks. It is essentially that. And so the hood cells are like, hey, it's good that you beat him, so you eliminated a threat per se, but to achieve true peace, and true peace in this world is coexistence. Not through this violence thing, it's with coexistence, by the way. Our directive is to destroy anything that threatens peace. You just took out a person who was threatening peace. Therefore, hey, mission accomplished, we all good. And Pyron is like, oh, fuck that. No, we need more destruction. We need more destruction, more chaos. Essentially, that's what he's saying. So the hook cells go, all right, then you are now considered a threat to peace then. We gonna turn on you. And the hook cells turn on.
And you know something?
What was that?
They warned him. They warned him already.
Yep.
They warned him from the third OVA. Yo,
Yep,
you
they
step
warned
out of
him.
line.
Yep, they warned him in part 3.
Pack him up.
This Earth has no need for a destroyer.
Oh shit! Hey, hey! I created you.
And
Pack him up.
Yep. So yeah, so they go off to pack off Pyron because he literally said "fuck peace," and they was like, all right, buddy, you got too much to dip on your chip. So they go to attack him, and in pure Hootsil fashion, they job. They've been jobbing throughout this whole OVA.
There are mass productions by the end of the day.
Yeah.
But you know what really the Phobos kind of reminds me of? Well,
What's
afterwards. That? Anyway.
Well, what would that
You remember the precursor? You remember the precursor robots from Jack and Daxter? They look just like the precursor robots after the fact. You know? Like, they're the precursor of the precursors.
Regardless of what they look like, how they look like, and PS2 games aside, they job out. And who would have saw that coming? Okay, if the Pyrons, oh my god, the Pyrons, if the Hootsils and Phobos been jobbing out throughout the whole parts here, what makes me think they're going to actually do some work on Pyron? No, you guys could barely handle Felicia, so I know Pyron is about to tear that ass up, and that's exactly what Pyron did, tore their ass up. Okay, so. So they're job bots, okay? And they are accomplishing their prime directive. Job out, beep, beep, time to lose. Like, that's them. Okay. So, next scene is the demon world is now holding a council or a whole... So, what's the word I'm looking for? Not a council. They're having a big... I guess it's a council.
It's gotta be a council.
Yeah, I guess
it's a council.
A council about what they gonna do about Pyron. Like, is Pyron a threat to us too?
Bruh, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, what's that?
Bruh, I'm not gonna lie. I was asleep. Just take care of the dude already, dang! We didn't need all that talk, bruh.
Yeah.
Take care of that fool. Pack him up.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I don't even know why they hold a council. It's like, you see this motherfucker that just took out fucking Dimitri with ease. And y'all wondering, is he a threat? Yes!
What do you think?
Yes, he is. And thank God Morrigan was a voice of reason going, yeah, he is a threat. Yes, we should do something about it. And you guys are being so pussy about it. That, like, she literally just calls them a pussy. Well, like, she didn't say that in exact words, but you sum it up. That's essentially the scene. But then from out of nowhere, these little, I don't know what they are, like, catfish eels, demon eels or something. They bust through the window.
Something like that.
Yeah, they bust through the window and try, and then they start attacking her. Where did they come from? What are they? Who sent them there? They just started attacking her from out of nowhere. It's the weirdest.
And they came from the freaking either like freaking mirror or glass. That kind of remind me of the parasite creatures from Inside Boo.
Bro, I don't understand like what's the point of this thing coming in. It was just a pointless thing. I'm just like, if y'all, I mean, like, basically, you'll see later on, like, you know, later on or whatever, she's finally done fighting them when she's in Earth. But, so she was fighting them in the demon world all the way out to the human world? Like, if they wanted to just find a way to move Morrigan to the human world, there's a better way of doing that than just random ass ill snake things for no reason.
And she got injured. She's sorry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. And they end up hurting her. Where did they come from? What's the point of them? I guess they are just a plot vehicle to move her to the human world. It's so dumb. They could have better written her to find a way to get her back to Earth. Like, she already said that she was going to do something about Pyron herself. So,
yep.
So that's all you need to do. You could have just cut the scene right there. Not just have two random demon snake things attack her. That's, I don't know, dumb. Anyways, that scene ends. And do you have something to add before I move on to the next scene?
Again, sleep fest. Just take care of the nigga. That's all you needed to do. That's all you have to do.
Agreed.
Next scene.
Yep. And the next scene is Hisinko and her sister and D are fending off the humans that are attacking the cities too. Why are they attacking the cities? It's because, hey man, these little sun things that's been attacking the city. You know what, man? Just like Capcom has another franchise that they care more about, we're gonna follow the example of Resident Evil, and we're just going to Raccoon City, this whole area.
Yep.
Yeah. And they going back and forth, and they going back and forth with like the dudes in there. There's one of the dudes that looked like crackhead Heihachi.
I thought it was Wiley.
Hey, Wily Heihachi. They're trying to reason with them, but all they got for their reasoning with the dude that's bombing the city is him giving D a existential crisis. I think I said that right?
Existential.
Yeah, there we
go.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's essentially what he gave to D and made D kind of go, yeah, what am I?
Perhaps you need the justification. Perhaps you cannot live among others without making a show of battling the dark. Either way, the choice is yours.
I guess the scene is meant to further something that happens later on, so I get why the scene is a thing, but whatever. It's nothing too eventful aside from that one little moment. And so remember when I was mentioning Morrigan fighting the eels and how that moved her to the human world? Now we see she's still fighting the eels in the human world, but this time she finishes them off. Why couldn't she just came to the human world normally? Why did she need to fight these things in the first place? Don't know.
Giving her an excuse.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess she's in the human world, and then she finds Dimitri in his broken down castle, because remember his castle crashed down, and he's in the ruins of the castle, and she picks him up, and then immediately when she picks him up, Dimitri goes, ah! You know, yeah, because he immediately bites on her neck and sucks her blood, and she don't even flinch. She just kind of go, oh, okay, cool. Because I guess he needed some blood to like revive himself, or something like for it to revive himself, so she allows him to do that. They're having a little tender romantic moment, huh? You know what I mean? Yeah, they have a little tender little romantic moment, like Morgan and Dimitri is all being all tender with each other and blah blah blah, and I'm just sitting here like, oh, look at that, they're having a moment together, even though it's like, hey, eventually y'all gonna fight each other anyway for like control of the demon world, so I guess enjoy the moment while it lasts.
Let me tell you something. Already that was a green. I was about to say this is a red flag, because I remember that ending quite well from Dimitri. Like, I think it was in Night Warriors that, you know, he chomped on Morgan, and I guess turned her to stone. Which, first of all, how? Second of all, well, goddamn.
Right.
Like, she was comatose.
Yeah, but hey, it is what it is. Morgan and Dimitri had a little tender moment. The scene then switches over to Hisinko and her sister are now fighting Pyron. And see, in the sister fighting Pyron, you see Hisinko do that little sword move. You know that move where her hands go to the ground and the sword start coming up?
Goes!
Yeah, the 10 Raiha super.
Yeah, I don't know the name of it. I just know that thing she does. And it's cool looking, but that shit ain't do nothing. Pyron like, man, get the shit up out of here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Pyron is OP like a motherfucker. And,
Elephant in the room here.
Go on.
I have never seen Melee fight.
Up until now.
Because she didn't turn into the talisman, and Shenko actually, fights alone, technically.
Mm-hmm.
But Lin, Mei Ling, whatever you want to call her, she fighting alongside her. I'm like, bruh, you got two long ass swords that were absorbed. But yeah. We doing work. Even though you didn't have to, you were doing work. That takes gumption.
I don't know why you doing all that clapping. Because they lose very fast.
Hey. Let her take the win. Alright? She fighting. It's rather the fight get their ass kicked instead of getting their ass kicked while doing nothing at the same time. You know I'm right.
Well, look, brother. They got their ass whooped, okay?
Junko, say something. Damn, he's tougher than I thought.
But the fact remains is that Lin did work anyway.
That's true.
But still got bodied. But that's not the point. She fought.
That's true.
She fought.
That's true. Point taken. I'll handle some points. But they still got whooped in relatively fast fashion.
Of course.
This is
but we still put hands though.
Think of Pyron. Not only is this a thing of Pyron, in hindsight, this is all of the parts of this whole series of OVAs. It's a very common theme of fights ending super quick. The only times where the fights didn't last was when they had a budget. And that was in the first one when Dimitri was first fighting Morrigan. That was the only time where the fight lasted for longer than a minute.
Mm-hmm.
In hindsight, I feel like after the part 1, they ran out of money, so all the fights had to end quick. Because the fights in 3, and especially 4 here, are like ending hella quick. I mean, mind you, I get it. You got event supply, and you can only have so much budget to animate stuff. But it was very jarring. You know what I mean? Very jarring, but how you watch OVA 1, and then all of a sudden you see the rest of the stuff, and these fights are ending in quick fashion. It's kind of like, all right, next. That type of thing. It was
trying to cram in like 4 OVAs at once.
Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy.
Which is why, so to see Hisinko and the sister, you see their motivation from the third one. So then you kind of think, oh man, bro, they finna show Pyron what's up. And then it's like, you get to it, and then the fight ends quickly. And it's like, oh, damn, they did all that hyping in part 3 for nothing then. Because they losing hella quick. But,
yep,
whatever. They seem to be defeated. Pyron's talking his shit. Then all of a sudden, while they're talking about, oh, sister, what are we gonna do? You see Anita just walk up to Pyron, look like a boss. She just walk up to Pyron. Yeah. First she just walk up to Pyron, and then basically you thinking, oh shit, she finna fuck up Pyron. You know what she does? Donovan!
No, let her cook. Never mind.
Bro,
kick his ass!
Yeah. Go handle my lightweight, Donovan. You know what I mean? Yeah. Go handle my lightweight, and then sure enough, here he comes like, yes sir, boss. I'ma come and I'ma beat Pyrons for you, boss. Like, yeah, okay.
Yo.
Yeah, so so he shows up. And you want to know what happens next? I mean, you know what happens next, but for those listening, you want to know what happens next when they call up D? The budget happened because they immediately go to Pyron beating the shit out of D. I mean, he knocks him to the wall.
Yeah, the plan.
He's like bleeding. And all that type of stuff. And it's like, damn, that was quick. Damn, homeboy posted up in dramatic fashion, got slapped up. Homeboy got knocked to the wall on some Dragon Ball Z shit. And it's like, damn. Ass whooped quick. Budget.
My man was talking too. on that bullshit. He talking his shit. I'm like, bruh, watch your mouth. Watch your fucking mouth.
But hey, even though Pyron was talking his shit, and I know you were saying to him to watch his mouth, obviously because of what happens later. But it's like just the fact that they do the dramatic fashion of D showing up and then him immediately losing was on some like, damn, Jesus, you know what I mean? It was just kind of like, man, like, damn, man, like y'all must have been on the shoestring budget because like y'all didn't want to draw shit for, you know what I mean? It was just kind of
part of the plan.
I guess it was part of the plan. I mean, it had to be part of the plan because of what happens later. But either way, D's defeated, and while D's defeated, Pyron is like, oh man, I got my cheeks out for nothing because Earth sucks. Ain't no real challenges out here. And so, who pulls up on him next? Megazord, Voltron, Hooksail from the beginning of this part 4. You see Megazord, Hooksail show up, and they do their whole little speech about peace is coexistence and destruction ain't necessary, and Pyron, you gotta go beat fuck the fireman. That's essentially what they're saying. Just like to add in that while this speech is going, Pyron don't give a fuck what the hell this robot's talking about, bro.
None. Okay. No fucks given.
He still admits that Earth is boring like a motherfucker. He still admits that Earth is boring. Earth sucks. Ain't no real people out there. And
man needs to watch his mouth.
And like unprompted, Pyron destroys Dr. Wily Heihachi guy.
The suns, they're starting to. Oh Lord, hear us now in the hour of.
Damn. My man is disrespectful, dog. Like, he don't give 2 fucks about you, your family, your mama, nobody, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
None.
But needless to say, Pyron and the big Hooksail fight each other, and the big Hooksail just doesn't even do nothing significant to Pyron. This giant Hooksail jobs super fast. Oh my god. They hyped up this big dude combining like Voltron only to lose. Like, oh my. Job City.
Let this be on record that the freaking suns turn into a freaking sandwich, and somehow Pyron turned bigger from there on some kaiju battle type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's true. And apparently,
what are we doing?
That's what he needed because he beat that giant robot's ass. That shit got no offense in. Like if we are using wrestling terms here, Pyron no soul and he's squashed.
Get off me.
Like, bro, Pyron put nobody over.
None.
Yeah, Pyron was putting nobody over, bro. This shit was amazing just to see Pyron just squash all these people and with the quickness while he's calling people boring and his fiery cheeks are out. I don't know why they drew his cheeks so damn chiseled. I don't even know why I'm bringing this up. Next scene.
Okay.
But yeah, so next scene, Pyron defeated the giant Hooksail, and D is on the ground. You see Hisinko and her sister and Anita. They're like over his body while he's bleeding out and shit. And while he's bleeding out, he's having a flashback. And this was actually a pretty cool scene because it gives a lot of backstory to D. Don't know why they waited until the last thing to even put this part in. But the flashback, but the flashback shows you like his motivation and why he is the way he is and stuff. And I thought it was a pretty good flashback, because he's like self-torturing himself / training, and he's in this cave.
That isn't training, nigga. Yeah, that is not training.
Yeah, that is self-torture.
That is not training.
That is self-torture.
Like,
other people called him that.
Like, well, what are we doing? What are we doing right now, bro? Like, how? First of all, how in the world did you get up there? And second of all, how are we sitting down without? How? How, my dude? Like, well, what is this?
You are asking the right questions. It's self-torture, and like the other people's at the cave that he's in there with says it's self-torture, and they like, bro, you don't gotta be doing this, man. But he's in there with a bunch of people that are like him, you know, a bunch of half demons that's just like him, and but he's the only one that's self-torturing himself, and they're kind of talking to him, being like, hey man, why are you like this? And D has resentment for humankind and stuff like that, which he says the line that he just wants to kill the humans.
What other course do I have than to torture myself? That and to kill the humans!
That dub is amazing. The dub actor did an amazing job, okay? And by amazing, but it was quite the line.
He literally just stabbed both his hands to the skewers while doing all that. Just telling them his grievance on his inner self and shit like that. First of all, the kids and the old man and him, wherever they were, it kind of reminds me of that fourth Inuyasha movie where, you know, there was like an island of like half demons. And Inuyasha was there.
I think I seen that one. Yeah. I think I seen that one. But either way, it's the whole thing of this whole scene is him having resentment against humans, and he has a bunch of self-hate, so that's why he's self-torturing himself on all these spears and everything. And so the old man is literally telling him, bro, get over yourself, find the humanity in you, because deep down you want to be with humans. How about you start, if you want to see some change, then you got to be the change. You know, that's essentially what he's telling them. And he passes on his beads to D and tells him, hey man, you know, here are my beads, go out there and be the change that you want to see. Pretty good
W-Mans.
Yeah, exactly. So pretty good scene. I don't know why they waited till the fourth part and the final part to do this, but it's something that should have been in part one. Part one or part two. It should have been there way earlier, in my opinion.
Yeah. Side note. Can we talk about the ice stand that he just pulled out and shit like that? And he just yelling at the top of his lungs?
Did that happen inside the scene?
That was during the whole I think when the satellites were attacking. Yeah, it was during the satellite attack.
Oh, yeah. If you want to talk about it, go for it.
Bro, this is why I love my man so much, bro. Like the first OVA, we saw the fire stand. The second OVA or the third one, whichever one, we saw the lightning stand. Now that we saw the ice stand in the fourth one, we got to see the final one, which we'll bring up later. But yeah, the ice stand, excuse me. Yeah, kind of looking like Shiva a little bit. Yeah.
Pretty good flashback scene. And it shows you how he got the bees and his motivation and why he is the way he is now. Pretty good scene. Still think they should have put it in part one, but hey, better late than never, but still should have put it in part one. Come on now. Because it's such a powerful thing that shows you how he is. Either way.
I'm just happy those skewers didn't freaking penetrate anywhere else, dog. That's all I gotta say.
Let me tell you. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I saw that scene of him being impaled, I'm like, how's he keeping his balance? And that shit ain't even touching no parts of his butt. No nothing. Like homeboy balances mainly sit crisscross at applesauce on fucking spears, but all the spears are on his legs.
Bro, I can tell you this. Certain things for, like, the Shaolin or whatever that you can be able to do, like, you balance on your freaking tailbone within a spear or pyramid, wherever you're at. You can freaking... I don't know how these niggas do it, bro. I wouldn't do it.
Okay. But, however, though, D, keeping his balance up there is something... him then proceeding to like rage out about humans while he slams his hands on more spears. I mean, let's keep it real. He probably did that shit because he was about to fall. So he was like, oh shit, I don't want to fall. Oh yeah, I hate humans. Like, come on, bro. Ain't slick.
Either that or that was a weird kink that this fool had pulled. Like,
Yeah.
dog, ain't no way. The children here. They're children here. Freaking children have to freaking run only because he, was talking about killing the humans.
The humans.
That and to kill the humans.
That shit's such a. Oh my god, bro. That fucking scene. Hey, it moves on to the next one. To the next scene, which is Morgan and Dimitri. Dimitri thinking about trying to run it back with Pyron, and then like Morgan's like, actually, I sense a lot of fighting spirit from the humans. It's nice to see humans are taking it to this guy. Let's not get further involved with human matters here.
Dimitri, why not let the humans fight this battle? I sense this is a will which must not lose.
Yeah.
Even just kind of like that. So, thanks for coming, Morgan? Your whole...
Yeah, just came there for nothing. You didn't even put mitts on Pyron yet.
Yeah, for real. Like, bro, she didn't even fucking run no fades with Pyron. Even though her whole motivation for coming to the human world was to run that fade with Pyron. Didn't do it. She just ran into the Dimitri, had a tender moment, and go, leave that to the humans, bruh.
Yeah, I wouldn't believe that for a solitary second. Like I told you before, she got comatose and Dimitri's ending. I think it was in Night Warriors, but yeah, like...
Yeah, but...
What are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing right now?
Yeah, but thanks for coming, okay? So thanks for coming, lady. Okay, thanks for coming. The only good thing she was for this entire OVA was just for the scene when she was in this fit. That's it. Thanks for coming. Her whole point inside this whole OVA was useless. I'm gonna just say it. Like, she shouldn't have been in part 4. If her whole thing was just to go to the human world, talk to Dimitri, and that's the last time you see her, why was she even in part 4 then?
True. You know what? As it suggests, you gotta leave it to the main characters. Not even... It's okay. Think about this. The first 2 main picks in Darkstalkers was Dimitri and Morgan, right?
Uh-huh.
But the first 2 picks in Night Warrior / Vampire Hunter was Dimitri and Shenko. Or, no. Donovan and Shenko, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
And since it's called Night Warriors Darkstalkers Revenge OVA, yeah, you gotta leave it to the next of kin. Which, by the way, I still believe in my heart of hearts that Dimitri is the father of Donovan, bruh.
I wouldn't be...
How else is D looking like Donovan in suit?
Yeah. And it would be nice if they actually... It would be crazy if, let's say, they made a sequel to Darkstalkers and expanded more upon the lore. Wouldn't it be nice for a new Darkstalkers game? Huh, Capcom?
Mm-hmm.
Now,
please?
Yeah, so before I get derailed... Please? Yeah, so before I get derailed talking about Capcom neglecting the fuck out of Darkstalkers, the whole scene...
I know one person. KG Inafune!
Yeah, okay.
Moving on.
Yeah. You see, Anita is showing some emotion. Like, she's seeing the big homie Donovan. Like, she's looking at big Donovan bleeding out still. And she's, like, getting emotional. She's crying. And her power's cut on.
Don't go!
So she revives him, gives him the power of a sensu bean, and he revives.
Yeah, your blood ain't dirty, man.
Yeah.
You ain't a dirty little mud. Okay,
yeah.
let's...
Yeah, she's saying that, hey, D's not tainted, D's not evil. Although we're saying D, like, it's the whole thing, but it's Donovan. I'm just saying D for short. Although, cause I don't want people to confuse me saying D like he transformed into his big demon form. No. I'm just saying D for short. I just want to make sure that's clear so people don't get it confused. Because I know we
Big D, never the little one.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so capital D out here. Yeah, so capital D gets revived, and Anita's saying how he's pure, and how he's not evil, he's a good guy. And so D is like, okay, cool, I'm revived. Pyron, round 2. And so he surfboard into the sky like Silver Surfer, bro. So he's like Silver Surfer on his sword, and he's flying up to Pyron. Yeah, and like he's doing this whole speech.
Foolishness comes from within one's own self. The only true battle is the one with oneself. And to search for justification in others is the act of a fool.
Essentially,
let that nigga know.
Yeah, exactly that. Let that nigga know.
Let that nigga know.
but either way, he is letting that nigga Pyron know that the biggest enemy to defeat is inside of you. Pyron's like, the fuck is this guy talking about?
The enemy within? What nonsense is this? What enemy? What within?
And while he's saying all that, D just whoop goes right through him.
But before that,
yes,
the final stand, the foot super.
Oh yeah, that's right. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah.
Well, technically no, but he turned into the stand that does the foot super.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. So he channeled that shit, and he went right through Pyron, like whoop, right through him.
On some Goku King Piccolo type shit, bro.
Yeah, for real. He went right through homeboy, and Pyron is like, oh, what the shit, oh man, I got hit with a big attack. I'm done. Like, yeah, dumbass, because you fucking stood there. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'll block it.
Yeah, so it's the whole thing of just kind of like Pyron is shocked that a dude coming at him at high speed just connected with him, and he's bewildered because Pyron, you didn't move out the way. You just tank. Yeah, for a homeboy tried to tank that shit and realized that his defense stats were not enough. Okay, that shit went right through him. Pierce one shot at Pyron. Pyron got one shotted. I'll just put it like that. Homeboy got one shotted with that attack.
I'm gonna just say this.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to break this to you, Pyron, but I've been leveling up the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. That whole
Jin Woo up in here.
Yeah. Yeah, that whole thing of him having a flashback was him low-key grinding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, was low-key grinding up points. And and he leveled up just enough to do his super attack and one-shot Pyron. And so, while Pyron is getting defeated, D does a whole nother speech. And I thought the speech was pretty cool.
The path I follow may lead me into the labyrinth of the dark. And yet, I do not fear, for the earth gives me its strength, and the sun comforts me with its warm embrace.
Like, Anita is now smiling. Remember how he said that he will fight to see her smile? Well, he accomplished that. Now she's smiling with the ugliest smile known to God's green earth. That little kid should never smile again. I guess
she's learning, man.
Yeah,
she's learning, man.
Yeah, exactly. I guess the whole thing is, well, she repressed her emotions, so now when she doing the emotions she ain't used to, of course, it's gonna look weird. Anyway, the point is, she does that, and it's such a wholesome moment. Now, mind you, I'm joking, I'm cracking jokes on her. But it's a wholesome moment. He finally got her to smile. That's amazing. Yep. That's cute. That's awesome. He got her to smile and everything. And so he goes on and gives another speech about how it's good to see her smile. And the best part about this speech about her smiling is that while he's doing that, the beads are circling him, and he does some little pose. Yeah, that little pose there. I was just like, this man won't stop aura maxing even when he
bro.
Yeah. This man is aura maxing still. Like,
put this man in Marvel vs. Capcom 4. Put him in Capcom vs. SNK 3. Hell, put him in freaking SVC Chaos 2. Anything, bro.
This man has aura maxed every single episode, and he did not disappoint in part 4. It's amazing. He needs to be.
You know what's the true crime?
What's that?
Consoles aside, he wasn't even in the arcade version of Vampire Savior.
Oh, really?
And I'm not counting Vampire Savior 2. I'm not counting the consoles. I'm not counting Vampire Savior 2. Where was he at in Vampire Savior 1 in the arcades? Where was he at?
Either way, he does that pose, and then while that's happening, when he does the pose, hey, he defeated Pyron, blah blah blah. The scene then pans over to the side. It pans over to the side to where the hood cells, which is the giant one that got fucking one-shotted, well, the head part of it is remaining, and it's still collecting data. It's decided that the biggest threat was now Pyron, and Pyron's gone, but they don't see any other major threats. We are just going to stand down and monitor the situation.
Order of extinction for all targets withdrawn until further notice. Extinction halted pending further assessment.
And that's it. And then you think, oh, cool. Are we going to see now D hug Anita and go, thank you for showing me and saving me? And then they're going to have a nice tender moment with his Cinco and the sister, you know, and all of them come together. You're going to see Felicia maybe hang out with John Talbane and the village people she was cool with and doing the circus. Are you going to see, you know, Lord Raptor again for a final send-off? Are you going to see the characters you saw in the previous ones? Are you going to see them? No! Credits roll! Well.
All right.
This...
It's okay, man.
Budget.
They had to.
Yeah,
they had to.
Budget.
Yo,
this has been the fatal flaw with part 3 and part 4. Part 3 and part 4, bro. These are some disappointing ass fucking OVAs. Oh my god.
Yo, listen. I will say that I'm even glad that we even got a 4-parter in the first place. They should have just stuck it with a movie. Honestly.
Yeah, they should have just stuck with one big movie. These little fucking 4-episode parts. Why even do 4 parts if you don't got money to do the 4 parts, nigga? Y'all fucking did part 1 and 2 and were like, uh-oh, we out of money. Oh my god, bro.
Nope, can't do that!
Yeah, bro. Part 4 was already getting kind of like, okay, this is a grand finale, we get it. But then it's like, you can see this little signs of disappointment coming up with all of the, oh look, there's Anarchist jobs for like 5 seconds. Hey, look, there's Allbath jobs, 5 seconds. You know, hey, look, they're fighting Pyron, lose in less than a minute.
Yep. I mean, he is the final ball.
Yeah, but the thing is that you hype up this whole thing and then you see the character motivations and then the most you can do is like a 20-second fight. What was the point of Morgan? And Dimitri fought and then fucking lost quick. And then it's like he don't even go to get his run back. Morgan don't even decide to fight at all. Even though that's what she came to the human world to fucking do. And she changed her mind. Okay? Like, you know, to quote Leon from Resident Evil 4, women. Because, bro, why even show up? Oh my god. Bro, this shit.
Story of my life.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Listen, I'm not mad that I watched this stuff. Because it was nice to see this Darkstalkers stuff again. The last time I remember watching it was literally on the Sci-Fi Channel. And in the early 2000s / late 90s. That's the last time I remember watching Darkstalkers from. OVA 1 and 2 are the best ones. Okay?
Yeah.
OVA 1 and 2 are the best ones. 1 and 2. 3 was fucking awful. The 3 was awful. Like, the more I think about it, the more I go, 3 was fucking trash. That's a definitely, you can fucking skip this shit. And
unless you want the lore.
Yeah, exactly. Unless you want a lore dump about Hisinko and her sister, then yeah, sure, watch 3, but only get to where you can see the flash part and then just turn that shit off and go to part 4. Part 4 was only good just to see the finale, but very underwhelming and very disappointing. Would I recommend part 4? Yeah, if you already watched part 1, 2, and 3, then yeah, watch 4. But if I were to say, hey, would you recommend the entire series? Unless you're really into Darkstalkers, I would say no. I'm gonna be real. Like, I can't recommend people who ain't into Darkstalkers to watch this shit. They would probably just be like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
just to get a little dab into it, because this is the only known anime to exist
Right.
in Darkstalkers history, and then we have the cartoon.
Right. Bro, very dire choices. Very dire choices if you want to get to Darkstalkers media. Very.
I mean, take it from me, bro. I literally watched every single known anime / cartoon all live long day. I mean, watched Mortal Kombat, Defender of the Realm. I watched Virtua Fighter. I watched freaking Power Stone. I watched that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I already watched Street Fighter 2V. Street Fighter 2V is like great, classic,
Yeah.
all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I watched all of them because, to be very honest, I was bored. But yeah, then it turned out for me to freaking watch Conquest, Mortal Kombat Conquest.
Oh man!
Thank God I got that joint on DVD.
A little bit of a fun fact here for people that know me. People know that I'm a big fan of Blood Rain. Like I love those jank ass games. And well, Christina Loken, who played Blood Rain in the first Blood Rain movie, she is actually a character in the Mortal Kombat Conquest TV show.
Taja.
Yeah, I just wanted to point that out there for people. I'm not gonna lie, when I was young, I loved that Mortal Kombat Conquest show. I love that show.
I peeped it for a little bit only because like I was flipping channels and then I forgot what it was or where it was.
Mm-hmm.
But I know late at night after WCW, it freaking like shows up or anything. Even at two of the wrestlers, one of them is Haku.
Yeah, dude, Mortal Kombat Conquest is a throwback. Oh man, but either way, to go back on Darkstalkers here. If I were to say the whole thing, I can't recommend people just watch this on a whim if they aren't already familiar with Darkstalkers. For people that are familiar with Darkstalkers, they'll find it cool to see their characters in a anime type of media and doing the signature moves and stuff. But as far as a narrative based thing, it falls off after part 2.
Especially since some of the characters, like say if Sasquatch is your main, you would expect his ass to show up in that freaking OVA, right?
Uh-huh.
Next thing you know, you see him in one OVA for 20 seconds getting pieced up by the final boss, only because he was just there to be there.
Yeah.
I'll definitely say that if you are a anime weeaboo, like we are, and shit like that, I would recommend definitely the first 2.
Yeah.
The first 2.
Yeah, the first 2 are good.
If you are a casual watcher, if you are interested in something like this, I would recommend the first 2. I would recommend the first 2.
Yeah.
For damn sure.
Yeah. Yeah, and like only watch 3 and 4 if you want to see it to its conclusion. Just be prepared for budget cuts. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, just be prepared for some budget cuts and some disappointment.
Pack it up.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. But hey, I guess that's it for the review. Y'all now have our takes on all different stuff. But if I were to say which part is my favorite one, part 1 is still my favorite part.
Yeah.
Yeah, part 1 still my favorite part.
Yeah, definitely part 1 is definitely my favorite, only because like you see freaking Donovan or farming the shit out of everybody, bruh.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
What is this?
But hey, I guess that's it for the whole review thing. So you guys already know our favorite one and what we think about the whole thing. what other one I could cover? What the worst part? Part 3, the worst one. You can skip it.
Yeah, I slept. Like
Yeah.
I was tired, bro.
Yeah.
I needed to move on. My hands are getting cold, man.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, like, yes. Yeah, bro. Part 3 was some ass. But hey, that's it. And guys, I guess this is it. I don't want to take up too much of his time. Because I know he got things he needs to do. I know I got stuff I need to do too. If you guys are interested in seeing more of Dark Ace, where can they find you at, brother?
You can find me on 3 platforms on YouTube, basically every social media, Twitch as well, under the Dark Ace Prime. And my other 2 YouTubes are the Dark Ace Live and Theme History TDA, where I do theme histories that I did in the past, but they're upgraded like to Beyond Plus Ultra type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I like to also give a shout out to my cousin Okami Shin and his new lovely wife, Lil Chaos, because they got married yesterday as of this recording.
Word.
And yeah, man, like I love them both. Congratulate both of them. I mean, I already did that last night, but
Right.
yeah, man.
Hey, congrats.
Like if you, yeah, for real. And congrats to you and Megan as well, man. I understand you got married too.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. I didn't even announce that shit online. So for anybody that's listening to this, and now you know. But yeah, we got married on the 4th. But anyway, I mean, I ain't going to announce it big online like that. So if you are listening, you got exclusive information. So, hey. But also, if people are wondering where they will see you again, because they may think, okay, you guys covered it all. Will he be on for a future review or for a future thing for the Black Room podcast later? Well, he will be. Because in the future, and he already called.
Let me do this.
Oh,
let me do this.
All right.
I'll give you guys a hint. Suckers! Yeah.
Okay, if people don't get that reference, and I mean, in just case their ears haven't exploded like mine have, they will definitely get it. But yeah. So he already caught dibs on a future movie that I was thinking about doing, and he caught dibs on it. So when I do that, you'll be seeing Dark Ace again. Okay. For those guys who have been here to see the review from the first part all the way to the last part here, I appreciate you guys tuning in for all 4 parts. I appreciate you guys taking time out your days to listen to us, to like hear us talk about this stuff. I'm very grateful. I appreciate you guys. And also I appreciate the Dark Ace for even taking time out of his life to come and do this stuff with me. He didn't have to, but he did. And so I thank you for that. And it's been quite the honor. And
thank you for having me.
Yeah. And when I catch you on this thing again for the future review that we already got planned out in the future, I can't wait to do that with you too. Especially since that's a movie I haven't seen since I was a little kid. So it's going to be awesome to see that movie again. So I'm looking forward to that, guys. But that's been the Dark Ace. It's been me, the Shin Black. And guys, as usual, I'll catch you guys in the next video. All right. So anything you finna say before I close it off?
Guys, take care, stay blessed. Take you on a nice vacation, man. If you haven't been on vacation, take your ass on a nice vacation. You need it. Jay.
Yeah. You guys should go to Raccoon City. I hear the weather's nice out there.
Alright, man. Alright, dog.